Today's topic is about time management. In our daily life, we find it very difficult to find time to do things that we like doing or do the things that actually are the most important things for us. So, time management is a very sought after topic. So, to give us a few tips on time management, I have with us once again Mr. Madan Matthew, who is a leadership coach, a behavioral trainer, and a public speaker. Welcome, Madan. Let's talk about some time management.
Yes, thank you, Suraj. Yeah, it's good to meet all of you guys through this video again. Suraj, I would like to tell you, first of all, there is nothing called time management. How do you feel about that?
Well, the video's title is actually time management.
Yeah, because time management is such a known title. However, I could justify my statement. Because if you are saying management, that means you should be able to have some influence to either increase it or decrease it or at least customize it. The problem with time is we could do none of this. It's the same 24 hours to the president of a country, and it's the same 24 hours to the last citizen of the country as well. So the proper understanding perhaps would be managing self according to the available time or self-management pertaining to time.
So there's no such thing as time management. There's self-management with the time available.
Exactly, and unfortunately or fortunately you could say, this topic is more like a cliched one, and I'm sure all of you viewers would access so many websites related to this, or there are libraries dedicated for improving your time management skills. But still, there are some thoughts which helps me, which I would like to share with all of you about improving our own time management skills.
Okay, go ahead.
Number one is, before I could start, I would like to break few myths.
Okay.
Sometimes we say, I don't have time. Do you ever say that?
Yeah, quite often.
Yeah. When I meet some of my friends and say, hey, why don't you read this book? And then they would say, no, I don't have time.
Yeah, no, I don't have time. I have this thing to go to.
Yeah. Or I say, why don't you join this course or this new program or attend this new training? They will say, no, I don't have time. I'm too busy. But the point is, when you're saying you don't have time to something, it's actually a myth, because what you're saying is, this is not important for me. Because when something is important for us, we will make time for that.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Yeah, we will not be saying I don't have time, but we will create time. We will create avenues. We will create opportunities to go ahead and do it.
Yeah, even in a busy day or something, we don't necessarily make time to go through social media, but we just somehow find the time to do it.
Yeah, because that's your priority. And you are happy doing it.
Yeah.
You enjoy doing it, so you make sure that it happens.
Yeah.
Right. So before even getting into the practicals, I just want us to just remove this thought from us that I don't have time or I'm too busy. Because if you prioritize something, and if you focus on something, and if something is really important and badly required for you, and if something is the need of the hour, you will certainly do it. So that's my first point: prioritize and focus. Number two, doing little things on a regular basis, like the basic hygiene factors, would also help. For example, many of us, including me, we find it difficult to do regular exercise.
Right.
Or we find it difficult to learn few things on a regular basis. Let's say reading a book, or to follow a diet, or to follow some of our passions, or some of our hobbies. Now, what I want to encourage us is to do those things in a smaller manner. You may not be able to exercise for an hour or two, but at least even 5 or 10 or 15 minutes is good enough. But do it regularly.
Yeah, so just get into the flow of doing it, and then you don't know what it will grow in.
Yeah. Just because you can't exercise for an hour, don't be without doing it.
Yeah.
Do it even 5 minutes or 10 minutes. but on a regular basis.
So be consistent.
Yes. Just because you cannot read a book in a day, don't just be without doing it. Read at least half a passage or at least a page and do it on a regular basis.
Yeah, so by the end of the week, at least you've got like...
You have finished 7 pages.
Yes, probably. Yeah.
Yes, you have finished 7 passages. Maybe.
Yeah.
Right. So just because you can't really take a leap, don't stop moving inches. Because when you keep moving some inches, eventually you would have made a huge leap actually.
Yeah.
So that's my second point. And finally, you need to identify your time wasters. We all have those potholes in our buckets, or we have these holes in our pockets sometimes, and sometimes we don't even know where the time goes away. It's like if you scoop your hands and if you try to take some water from a bucket, without your knowledge, you can see water seeping out of your hands and you don't know in which gap it is going. And sometimes you feel like, where am I wasting my time? I think I'm so busy, but you need to first identify, and believe me, you, me, and all of us here, we all waste time. And identify your time wasters. It could be watching TV a lot. It could be social media. I think that's something. See, in today's world, I don't see people using the terminology, I'm feeling bored. Why? Because no one is feeling bored. Because as soon as you feel empty, your hand automatically goes and picks up your smartphone. Right? Even the kids who have an access to phone, they don't use this word, I'm feeling bored up. Because you don't feel bored up because the social media is engaging you. And there is no free time. If I call my friend and if I ask him, are you free? He's saying, no, I'm not free, because he's fiddling with his phone.
Or if you're watching videos, you keep saying, all right, just one more video. Just one more video. Just one more video.
Absolutely, I agree with you. So identify your time wasters, and I would say eliminate, or if you can't eliminate, it's okay, at least reduce the time which is getting wasted in those. And these are some things which really helps me at times to improve self-management according to the time available for me. And I hope it helps all of us as well.
Alright, so there you have it, guys. Time management isn't really a thing, but self-management with the time available to you definitely is. And Mr. Madan shared with us 3 points. One of them is prioritize and focus on the important things. Be consistent, and that means to, even if you can't do a big thing, do some of the small things, but remain consistent. So by the end of the week, you would have accomplished quite a lot. And the third thing is to identify, eliminate, or reduce some of these time wasters, like probably watching video after video or scrolling endlessly on your phone. So these are the 3 time management skills. I will leave you guys to watch the next video, although that won't be a time waster. So make sure to look out for our next video. We'll be talking about negotiation skills. Keep it locked to next level. Make sure to subscribe if you like this channel, and if you want to see more videos like this. Like this video if you liked it, and
share it
with someone who you think would benefit from time management skills and other tips like this to go to the next level. Take care.
Bye-bye.